I'm Tom Ossowski, and I am the director and the music director for Cabaret. Well, I think my big goal was, as an artist, to create something new and not to copy what someone else has done. And the original show came out in 1966, and because of there being so many revivals following that original, I decided to go back to the original source material instead of looking at all of the productions and the revivals. And so I went back to Christopher Isherwood's Berlin Stories, and that's where I started my research. The show itself is set up with real-life Berlin scenes and also cabaret scenes. And by looking at this research and understanding where all of these stories came from and how the cabaret numbers are a reflection of what just happened in the scene, I decided at times to blur some of those lines. And so sometimes it's a little cinematic in how the scenes and the cabarets work together. There's a movie, Christopher and His Kind, and that was a big inspiration for this show as well. So if you take a look at that movie, it might give away a little bit of my concept too. Well, of course, it's a musical, so everyone had to sing and dance and act. But what I was really looking for were people that were strong enough actors that they could pull off going to these darker places, going to these places that I was going to ask them to do in these clubs. It's very gritty, it's very sexual, and it's hard. Sally, her cabaret song is a big turning point in her life, and for an actor to be able to go there, it takes commitment. You can see it in our actress. Sometimes after she finishes singing cabaret, she's emotionally exhausted, but that's what makes the show exciting. Why these characters do what they do. The big thing is positive, is that we are able to have cabaret tables and chairs. So that really helps set the setting of the show. So part of our audience actually sit at cabaret tables, and our actors sit at cabaret tables, and some of them are mixed. So you might not know right away if some of the people are real public or the actors in the show. And so that immediately, when you walk in the door, you'll get the feel that you are in a cabaret and a cabaret setting. The other thing is, talking about music, the show, of course, is orchestrated for a huge pit orchestra. We just don't have the space, nor would it work sound-wise. So I have re-orchestrated the entire show for a 7-piece band. And they, of course, are on stage. They are part of the cabaret. So that was exciting for me to be able to do that. Even though it isn't a standard script and a standard musical that we all know and love, we have approached it with a new look, a new vision. And some of it works and some of it we're still working on. But it is creating something and not just copying, which we have all found frustrating. But out of frustration often comes art and comes something new and exciting. And of course, the materials are just amazing. So when you're working with amazing materials, fabulous songs, great books, great characters, it's easy to create something that will be an exciting story for our audience to follow.
Welcome, bienvenue.